May 2004. Met at the rent stage door. She was like no one I'd ever met before. Just the beginning. Producer, writer, performer, director. She's got the best of taste, you know if you met her. She's certainly not scared to offend. Her stage video. Damn. Shakina is a many-splendored thing. Shakina is a many-splendored thing. Dancer, doctor, PhD, starts her own damn factory. Shakina is a many-splendored thing. Oh, Shakina is a many-splendored thing. Shakina is a many-splendored thing. I messed up the word, but whatever. And then there was her vagina. Remember that one time ya kick-started your vagina and somehow found the time to give birth to 60 new musicals. To have an idea and build it, needed thousands raised, you willed it. You said you saw a need and just filled it, but you're so much more to the writers who adore you. Shakina is a many-splendored thing. Shakina is a many-splendored thing. Dancer, doctor, PhD, starts her own damn factory. Theater and company built from the ground. Shakina is a many-splendored. Shakina is a many-splendored. Shakina is a many-splendored thing.
Say, wait, hold on, just post it on your book. Okay. Shakina, you have written that building and sustaining a loving and like-minded community is the greatest task, and that our art is only as great as the person we become while doing it.
You work in a studio you pay for yourself, helping young women find their voices for the musical theater. So we thought we'd give you a little rent money and the first Lilly Award for working miracles. Here's $5,000. Shakina and I.
Oh my God. Fuck. Chita Rivera. One time, long time ago, a mentor of mine said that at every great moment in your life, you have to face the fear that you're going to be exposed as a fraud. And last year, when I sat right there and watched Rebecca win this award, and I had just hit the deadline of raising the money for my vagina, as she so eloquently put in song, I looked around this room and the stage at this incredible community of women making theater and music, and I thought, this is the community that I want to be a part of, and the community I want to be a part of my entire life. And I would just want to thank you and all the Lilly Award nominators for recognizing the work that I've been doing. Boo asked me when we sat down, like, what is Working Miracles? I didn't know that was the name of my award. You make things up, and that's great. So Boo said, what is making miracles? What miracles do you make? And I said, well, I guess I've done a couple things in the last year that feel a little miraculous. And she said, like, what? I said, well, I started a theater company and got a vagina. And that's kind of a lot to do in a year. There are a million women I can thank. I'm gonna thank two, and then I'm gonna say one more thing. First, I want to thank my mom, who's here, also flew out from across the country to be here. Trust me when I tell you it hasn't been easy. So thank you for being here and standing by me the whole time. And I also want to thank someone who I don't think is here today, but Julianne Boyd, the artistic director of Barrington Stage Company, who took a wild risk when she plucked me out of the queer Chicana performance art scene in LA and gave me the chance to produce and direct and write and perform and choreograph at her company. So big ups to Julie Boyd for that. And I just want to say something, like the elephant in the room, about transgender representation in the American theater and in feminism overall. I think we've come to a really, really exciting moment in feminism where we're realizing that the definition of womanhood is so much broader than we might have once conceived it to be. And I encourage you, all of you, to reflect on the fact that while not every woman's experience is a transgender experience, but every trans woman's experience is a woman's experience, and to factor that into your understanding of feminism. I also think that there's something really unique that transfeminism teaches us, because to me it's not just about like changing genders. I talked about in One Woman Show, it's about like transcending, like just going beyond, and it's about crossing this border that feels very real and is very physical, but is ultimately imaginary. And something about transfeminism that I think is so cool is that it can teach us all to be better advocates for anyone who finds themselves challenging an imaginary line drawn in the sand that tells them they're less than someone else. And that goes way beyond gender. There are a lot of borders that people are working to cross, and they deserve the right to do that. So, thank you.